Cross-cutting a board like this by hand is easy. Ripping a board like this by hand is a bit more difficult. Ripping a board like this by hand is near enough impossible, unless you know a few tricks. So the first thing we've got to do is get a saw cut along the top of this piece of wood. So in this case, I'm going to start on the back edge with this over, get it sort of engaged, and then as I'm cutting, I'm just going to nod the saw forward and track this line from there to there. Now, of course, anyone who's done this before knows that if we try and continue that all the way down, the saw's just going to track and we're not going to end up with an even split across the material. So here's how to avoid that. Instead of descending the saw like this, descend it like this, and instead cut at an angle so you're tracking a line down one side of the material. And what you'll find is as your saw gets lower and lower, if you start seeing it track away like it's starting to here, you can actually just start bending the saw towards where you need to go. So now I'm going to bring it back into the middle of the board and then just keep cutting. And now that is about as flat as I can go before it's going to start jumping out. So we're just going to flip it round and do exactly the same from the other side. So now what we can do is put it upright, and because we've got a track down either side, you can just go in from above and that saw is going to track the path of least resistance. Now keep an eye on this, because as you start getting to the bottom of those grooves, you're going to want to restart that process now and start cutting them down further. And so it's basically just a case of repeating everything I just showed you. This is why bandsaws exist. Right, so I got it to a point where you can see the cut line on either side. So we're just going to connect those up now, and then once we've done that, we just carry on. Oh. There you go. That's how you resaw a board in half entirely by hand. I'm having a sit down.